Hey everyone, I wanted to make a really quick video about the videos that Mark is asking you to do for your assignments, the videos of you practicing. Also, before I forget, check out the videos that he made. There's, I think, now four of them up, and they're really good. A lot of really good info there. I think probably will answer a lot of your questions. But just in case you were looking for ideas, I thought maybe I would do a really quick video using the 014s as as an example, but like hopefully try to give you things that you can apply to whatever we're practicing in class. As always, if you have questions, comments, concerns, whatever, email me. I don't find me on Facebook, whatever. I'm always happy to chat. Also, working out like regular office hours for me so that we could meet uh, via Skype or FaceTime or Zoom or something like that too. All right, so 014s. 014 is a half step and then a minor third, if you want to think of it like an ascending sort of pattern. Or going the other way, right? It can also be descending, a down a half step and down a minor third. So you can think of it, an 014 is kind of the same thing as an 034, right? So okay, so what do we do? I think the most basic thing is try and sing one of them. Although actually, the most basic thing would be like to play it on the piano, like you just right. I've got my keyboard here. So you just like just so that's an ascending one, right? And then down would be right 014 ascending, and then the second was 014 descending. So I guess that's the most basic thing. But then from there, maybe just try and like we do in class. No big deal. Just try and sing them. Let's do the ascending one, and let's try and sing them just off of random notes. I'm just gonna hit a random note on the keyboard, and then I'm gonna sing it starting that note going up. Da, 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 da. Right, a little latitude. Da, da, da. That's better. Of course, that was kind of cheating because I think that C was the note that I gave as an example first. Da, da, da. Oh, and that reminds me, that's another thing you could do. Even at this basic level. Sorry, I'm noticing that the table is like really wobbly. I'm trying not to like lean my elbows on, so it's making you nauseous from shaking up and down. Sorry, but one thing I was thinking was two different ways of approaching this. One is to hit the note, da da da, right, and then like hear it without the note being played, and then the other is to da da da, and really feel the interval, the harmonic interval between what you're singing, starting at a unison, and then moving away from that. Both have their ups and your advantages and disadvantages. I think the first way, without hearing the note, is good for your sort of like hearing the pitch in your head, hearing the notes in your head. And then the other way of playing the note and singing it against the note is, I think, really good for tuning it, because you start to really get a sense of like exactly what a minor second is supposed to sound like, or what a major third is supposed to sound like off of the bottom note. So that would be the first thing. So do you like just trying it on different notes? I was doing ascending. Obviously, you can do that descending too, right? Ooh, I sang. I made a mistake. Yes. All right. So I sang an 015, right? So maybe what I'll do is I'll sing an 015 and then an 014. Right? So that's the note I should have sung. Notice I'm checking myself after. There's nothing wrong. I would say that's something maybe it's good to aim for, right? But if you feel like you need to hear it beforehand to start with, I think that's all right for maybe the first couple. But try and move away from playing it with yourself, if possible. If not, then let me know. We can figure out ways to make that work too. I want to make sure that everybody's got a place of comfort to start from. So that's really important. If you're not feeling comfortable with these exercises, let me know. Let Mark know, and we'll work something out. All right. So what was I doing? Descending, right? So and I was doing the 015 and the 014, right? Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to just do the 014s. Oh, I played it wrong. I sang it right. I played it wrong. Right. Okay. Cool. So play around with that. You could play a note and sing it ascending and then descending. Right, and then play around with that. Trying to think of along similar lines. I think the idea, what I'm trying to get across for this particular approach, which is not the only right approach, it's not even a right approach, it's an approach. The thing I think I'm trying to get across here is that you can. It's the idea of trying to hear the three notes as one thing, and sing it as one thing. Okay, so let's move on. So you could sing it up, you could sing it down, you could alternate, do one up and then the next one down, or you could do it up and down off the same note. The next thing I would say is try it rather than starting on the O of the 014, try it starting on the 1 of the 014. So instead of singing, instead of right, sing. So you're starting on the 1, so 104, right? And then you do the same idea descending, right? Another thing you could try would be stacking them in regular intervals. So you could sing like an 014, right? Oh, no, 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 014. And then maybe move that up by half steps. 014, 014. Another 1 becomes the 014. So 014, 014. Right? And you can go up by half steps. Same thing down, right? You go descending half steps. Like that. What's another thing we do? Start on the 4. We start on the O, start on the 1, start on the 4. And then maybe start doing octave displacements with the notes. So 014, 4, 014, like that, or 014, right? You could you could just take one permutation of the order of the three notes, like say 104, and you could like do it where you displace the 1 up an octave, displace the O up an octave, displace the 4 up an octave or down an octave. So there's lots of different stuff you can do, and you don't have to do all of this. Please don't feel like you need to do all of this. Pick 1 or 2 of these things and spend 5 minutes on each, something like that. Another thing that's kind of interesting to me about 114 is that not necessarily part of the direct practice is that if you stack them together, right? So like I'm just like stacking an 014 and then where I left off, starting a new 014 on that note. So you end up with a hexatonic scale, which is a really cool symmetrical scale, sort of like the octatonic or diminished scale. And it's a fun kind of a thing to play around with. Maybe I'll do another video this week about it if anyone is interested. Let me know. I know we can like comment on these videos, so put a comment somewhere. And if anyone's interested in like hexatonic stuff as it relates to the 014, we could do look at that a little bit. Actually, in general, if there's things you want to go over with me, like I know Mark's got his curriculum and like we're kind of moving through that, but if there's like specific things you'd rather spend more time on, or rather I would spend more time on like talking about in this kind of format, let me know. All right. As always, if you've got questions, concerns, comments, send me an email, put a comment on the video, something in the forum, on the Learn page. I don't know, find me on Facebook, whatever. I'm always happy to chat. All right, talk to you soon.